Hello everybody, Gamer Brace here, and today I have another review for you, and we're going to be talking about the Mixbox. So if you see my last video, you know I talked about regular pad controllers, arcade sticks, and hitbox style controllers, but I wanted to save this one specifically for this review. So the Mixbox, obviously made by Mixbox, is another arcade style controller, but instead of a stick or the 3 buttons on this side and a jump button at the bottom, it uses WASD keys for movement and still has the standard arcade buttons. So the general build of this arcade controller is very nice. The body is mainly metal, so it's very durable. It has a bit of heft to it, which is nice. It has the stock standard Sanwa arcade buttons. It has the face buttons, the turbo, share, DS button and options, and the L3 touchpad and R3 buttons, along with the WASD keys, which feel very nice. They use Cherry MX Reds, which are linear switches, so very fast response, feel very good to press. Honestly, very satisfying. Also, as you can see, the top is plexi, so if you wanted to unscrew it and put your own artwork in, you are able to do that. For mine, I just put these 2 stickers, which, you know, I think that's fine enough. But now, on to compatibility. This arcade controller is compatible with PC and PS4, so it is not native PS5. They do have a native PS5 version, or if you have, you could also use the adapter. And even though it's only PC and PS4, for some reason mine works on Switch, with I'm not complaining about, because I do play fighting games on Switch as well. How the controller plugs in, you would look back here, and it has this door here, which it is not attached to the controller itself. It's detachable, so be sure not to lose this. And the cable is stored in here, which is very convenient, and it's a very long cable too. So if you're someone that sits very far away, plays their games, this is actually pretty good. The cable does go a long way. Now, even though I'm primarily a hitbox user, this is basically the same thing, so it's very easy to get into, very easy to use. But just like some problems that you might run into with a hitbox, if you play, for example, grapple characters, that could be difficult to do. Half circles, for some people that might be difficult, or even full circle, because you have to go really fast. Basically that. It's not impossible, but it is something that is very precise, so it'll definitely take time to get used to that. But I think this controller will be really good for if a hitbox player wants to try something new, or people that use keyboard, because they would definitely like the WASD, but they also have the chance to use actual arcade buttons, which arcade buttons are way more satisfying than hitting the keys on a keyboard, in my opinion. Now, while of course you can use this controller for any fighting game, this controller is very popular in the Tekken scene for being able to do things like Korean backdash and Electro Wing God Fist a lot easier with this kind of movement. And with that said, we're going to go through some fighting games, testing this out with them, and see how good I'm able to do combos with it. Now, of course, you know I had to start with themsfightinherds first, so let's see how good I can do combos on this controller. Oh, God. I'm so used to hitbox, I hit here by accident thinking I jump. Oh, there, that was something. There you go. It's not bad at all. Of course, it feels fine. It feels normal. I just have to get used to jump being up here, which is the main thing. But other than that, it's not too different from any of the other arcade controllers. But the WASD keys do feel very nice.
Up we go.
Yeah, there we go. Again, not too bad. Feels very good in the hands. Yeah, I think if you're a keyboard player, you'll definitely enjoy this. Now to Tekken 8. Don't worry, I'll be streaming this game very soon. First, we're gonna go to practice. And I don't play Kazuya, but for this exam, yeah, I'll play Kazuya. Double Jin. Alright, so I don't usually play any Mishima. So let's try doing Let You Win Godfist. Oh, well, we did it. I feel cool already. Who are you? Who are you? Oh, yeah. Alright, that's satisfying. It might be a Kazuya player in my future. Okay, yeah. I'll definitely be streaming this sometime soon. Don't worry. Rest simultaneously. Okay, I did that. That was cool. Set real quick. Just doing that that does. There we go. Sorry, I was trying to reset. Alright, I just need to see this again. Just doing 3, that's a pretty decent chunk of health that takes off. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. Alright, so normally I use Lily, so let's see what I'm able to do with her. Alright, that's pretty standard stuff. So let's try this combo trial out with her. Oh goodness. There we go. Alright, let's try this one. Oh. There we go. That's better. Alright, now let's try this combo. There we go. That's better. I can kind of play Tekken. Kinda. But yeah, that wasn't bad at all. And last but not least, we're gonna do Dragon Ball FighterZ. This is one of my favorite fighting games. And it's also one of my favorite fighting games to play with this controller. So I'm gonna select Vegeta, Krillin. This is one of my go-to teams, and I think they work well enough together. All right, now let's try to do a Gogeta combo. Blue Vegeta. That was something. I could have used all my meter, but let's do that with Krillin. Last but not least. Oh, close. Messed that up. There we go. Something a bit flashy. So, all in all, I think the Mixbox is a pretty good controller. I don't think there's anything bad about it. I think it's on the same level as Hitbox. It pretty much has the same advantages and disadvantages. All around, it's a good controller. Just gotta get used to jumping up here and grappling. Grappler characters would be maybe difficult, but other than that, I think it's a good controller. But the price may vary. This edition specifically, which is just the PlayStation edition, goes for, or at least nowadays it goes for about $270, which I don't think is bad for the quality of this controller, but it definitely is quite the pain to spend when there's a lot of other leverless controller options out there that are significantly cheaper. But if you're a keyboard player and want to try out an arcade stick but really love moving with WASD, I think this will definitely be the controller for you. I think you'd really like it. With that said, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. So this was my review of the Mixbox arcade controller. Again, good controller. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video, subscribe. Comment down below if you already use the Mixbox controller or whatever other controller you use. I'm always interested to learn about what people's setups are for fighting games especially. So until the next video, take it easy, y'all.